What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Hope everybody's doing well. Good morning from Johannesburg, South Africa. We're going to go over our friend Bitcoin, currently sitting at 20,658, up 1.8 on the day. We're seeing a market cap of 391 billion. 24-hour volume, 22.08 billion. Let's hop into the charts. Not too much movement over the last day. We're here on the 1 hour time frame. We were watching this wave 2 pullback, bounced right off our target zone. Now we can be potentially putting in a wave 3, but we're not seeing much of an impulse right now. If we are going to be creating that wave 3, we need to come up and break about 20.7K, this wick high. Just watch this bearish divergence. We're creating higher highs or lower highs on the RSI. Now, the lower the time frame, the easier that these can be invalidated. But it is something to watch closely here. If we do begin to roll over here, then we may look to find support along this trend line. If I were to pull this out here, which is currently coming in here at about, if price rolls over, at about 19.6K, which lines up with this area of support right here. So we'll see if we can see that impulse to the upside. We're not seeing a lot of volume step in here. Just basically very slow movement to the upside here over the course of the last day. Now, if we do see that wave 3, could take you up here to about 21.8K. The smaller wave 3 within the wave 3 within the larger wave 3, as we've been covering here on the channel, but we would have to come up and break about 20.7K. If we roll over and we lose this low, we do invalidate that structure, especially if we come down, we lose our wave 2 here. Then we'd have to be looking at targets to the downside. Overall, I do think Bitcoin is going to come down to that 10 to 14K price target. Whether or not we see a rally first, I do think we will come down to those targets eventually here. We've been looking at Bitcoin on the daily. We are still holding above 19.8K, so we're still remaining bullish. Good chance of a breakout in my opinion. We've come up to test the descending resistance of this symmetrical wedge pattern. So if we can break through here, that would be more confirmation in my opinion. If we break this downsloping trend line, we hold it as support, you can see that big push to the upside. And the bearish scenario, we just get rejected here, we roll over and we come down. If we lose this ascending support line, especially if we come down, we lose about 18.6K, then I think you're gonna come down and fill these wicks and start to make that move to the downside to bring you down to this support range in between about 10 to 14K. If we scroll back here, you can see all the resistance in this area, huge demand zone for BTC. And that's coming in right in between that about 11.5 and about 13.2K. Potentially we could drop lower, but that is a major level of support for BTC. And we have a little bit of support coming in right around 16K as well, this little cluster right here. But as of right now, we are still holding above the previous bull market high. So we'll see. If we do see a move to the upside, I would expect it to be relatively soon, as we are testing the resistance of this symmetrical triangle. So if we come up, then you can see a retest of about 21.7K. If we break that resistance, that's when you can see that big push for BTC. But if we simply roll over here, we break down out of this pattern, you would basically be looking at a large bear pennant, and that could take you all the way down here for a technical target. Take you all the way down perfectly, right down to 11.5K price target. As you can see, we've just basically been falling down the stairs from the all-time high here at about 66K, 67K. We've basically just been coming down the stairs where we come down, we take a step, we come lower, step, we come lower, take a couple steps, we come lower. So that may be what we're looking at once again. We're just taking a couple steps before coming down to that 11 to 13K price target for Bitcoin. But we haven't really seen many rallies. I mean, we did see a significant push. We saw a dead cat bounce. But besides that, we've basically dropped from this high here about 61% without seeing a rally. So it all depends. If we break resistance, go long, we could see a nice push. If we get rejected here, then that's when we can come down to lower prices. As of right now, I'm just watching this bearish divergence. The key level to break, if we're going to see that impulsive move to the upside, is about 20.7K. Where we've come up, we've made a wave 1, we've had a wave 2 pullback, and we're looking for that wave 3. But as of right now, we are seeing weakness in the market, not a lot of volume, not a lot of buying pressure. So if we come down, especially if we lose this low here, about 19.3K, we come down and we lose these lows, then I would expect lower prices. Definitely come back down to retest 17.6 and quite possibly go quite a bit lower. So we'll wait and see what happens over the next few days. So that's it for this one. Big shout out to the Discord. If you want my exact entries, exits, and take profits for my spot trades, for my leverage trades, we've been making some juicy profits over the last month or so, especially with our spot trades. Had a 70% move for Matic, 33% move for Sol, and I do give leverage trade signals as well. Also, over 2,000 members posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto, giving their own analysis. You can sign up through the Patreon link. And if you want to trade with me, there's $4,500 in bonuses over on Bybit. That's where I do all my trading. And I'll see you in the next video. All right. Much love. Take care.